A millionaire watched his black chef dance with his disabled son. His next move shocked everyone. It was a regular evening, but nothing about this moment would be ordinary. In the grand mansion of a wealthy businessman, a heartwarming scene unfolded that no one could have predicted. As the millionaire watched his black chef, a woman of incredible talent and grace, dance with his disabled son, something unexpected happened. This simple moment of joy would set in motion a chain of events that would challenge everything the millionaire thought he knew about race, privilege, and humanity. What happened next left everyone in the room speechless. You won't believe what the millionaire did. The story begins in the lavish home of a millionaire entrepreneur who has built his empire from the ground up. His life is perfect: wealth, success, a loving family, and a well-staffed household. But amidst the perfection, there's something he's never fully acknowledged: the racial divides within his world. His cook, Karen, is a black woman who's been working for the family for years. She's more than just a servant to the millionaire's family. She's a vital part of their lives, almost like family. Yet, she has never been treated as an equal. Despite the respect she earns through her work, Karen feels the invisible weight of prejudice every day. One evening, as Karen is preparing dinner, the millionaire's young son, Jason, who has cerebral palsy, struggles with his mobility. Looking for an escape from his routine therapy session, he rolls himself into the living room where Karen happens to be resting after her long shift. In a moment of unspoken camaraderie, she invites him to dance with her, offering him joy and an escape from his limitations. The boy laughs, his face glowing with happiness, as Karen gently leads him in a slow dance, making him feel regular, whole, and loved. This small yet profound gesture of kindness fills the room with warmth and the promise of humanity. The millionaire, who had been watching from the shadows, steps into the room. He's taken aback by the sight of his son, a boy who had always been treated with caution and pity, laughing and dancing with his black cook. This simple act makes him feel something he has never allowed himself to consider: just how much he has taken his privilege for granted. As the night progresses, tension builds. The millionaire feels a gnawing discomfort that he can't shake. His inner conflict intensifies as he grapples with the realization that, despite the charity he has extended to his staff, he has never truly seen them as equals. The moment Karen shared with his son should have been celebrated. Still, instead, the millionaire's feelings of superiority and entitlement take over. Suddenly, his wife walks into the room, a witness to the strange turn of events. She, too, is unsettled. She watches as her husband's expression shifts from a moment of surprise to one of discomfort and disdain. She knows the underlying racial tensions in their marriage, but she's never seen them so clearly exposed before. The dance, meant to bridge the gap between two people and showcase the beauty of shared humanity, begins to unravel as the millionaire's inner biases rise to the surface. He can no longer ignore the truth that has always been in front of him. He's been complicit in a system that upholds racial inequalities, even in his own household. In the midst of the quiet turmoil, the millionaire approaches Karen, who's now sitting back down, her energy drained from the emotional exchange with his son. He looks down at her, but his eyes are different now, distrustful, cold. He can't help himself. He asks, almost rhetorically, "Do you really think you can just come into my home and take liberties with my family like this?" Karen, shocked and hurt, stands up slowly. She's seen this before. She knows exactly what's happening. The line between employer and employee, already delicate, has just been crossed. It's a moment of truth for both of them. She calmly explains how her dance with Jason was nothing more than a moment of joy, a way of giving him the freedom he often doesn't get. However, the millionaire is no longer listening. His words become more hostile, and Karen begins to feel the weight of the racial microaggressions she has endured over the years. As the argument grows, His son, Jason, wheels himself forward. With surprising strength, he pushes his father out of the way, turning to face Karen. His voice, fragile but strong, says, "You're wrong, Dad. She's my friend. She made me feel alive." The room goes silent. The silence is deafening. The millionaire stands frozen, the power of his son's words breaking through the thick barrier of his privilege. What he thought was an innocuous dance, a moment of racial tension between employer and employee, has turned into a revelation. It's not about race. It's about love, respect, and human dignity. The millionaire's realization is slow, but it is undeniable. The same man who had built a fortune off his hard work and tenacity now faces the uncomfortable truth about the walls he's built around himself and others. He turns to Karen, his voice softer now, filled with remorse. "I never meant to make you feel less than... I'm sorry." But Karen, now realizing the extent of the deep-rooted injustice, doesn't simply accept the apology. She tells him that apologies aren't enough. Real change, she says, will come only when he begins to see her, truly see her, as his equal. The millionaire nods slowly, a long journey ahead of him. But as he watches his son and Karen interact, with a newfound respect and understanding, he feels a glimmer of hope. Change is possible, even in the most unexpected of places. As the story concludes, the question remains, can we ever fully dismantle the walls of privilege, or will they continue to divide us? It's a question worth reflecting on. One small act of kindness changed everything for this family, but how many more people are still waiting for the same kind of recognition and respect? The story concludes with a reflection on how true equality arises not from gestures, but from a sustained effort to change how we perceive one another. Karen's small act of kindness became the catalyst for real change, proving that sometimes it takes courage to challenge old beliefs and push for a better future.